As we arrive into Valaki, we see the festivals in full swing. Sadly, we see right away some poor soul that decided to laugh, which caused the burgomaster to have the guards drag him behind a horse for his impudence. How savage this town is. I can't believe during a celebration they would still have the audacity to make misery of the townsfolk. It's almost as if the rain signals the mood of everyone here, so bleak and dreary. As we enter the house that the party owns, I get an opportunity to walk around a bit and speak to a few members, coming across Alrin. I speak to Alrin a bit, and they give off the sense that they're quite normal and not as pessimistic as the others here. But who am I to judge? I'm sure they faced many a hardship themselves among this ragtag team, and I shan't pry into that yet. I also happen to see a boy named Gino, and as soon as we lock eyes, the voice inside speaks again. Do not trust him. He's marked by him. He'll be your downfall, Embray. I quickly avert my gaze, thinking this party may be more trouble than it's worth if someone is marked by Strahd. But nonetheless, I listen to his plan that he's trying to get everyone on board for. It sounds like they're trying to figure out what or where to go next. I again wonder where their travels have taken them and what I've gotten myself into. It's all to gain fame, though, Embray, I reassure myself. We all take our time to get dressed as Gino insists we look a bit more formal than our typical garb, and ready ourselves to meet this family a man named Ardent had gotten an introduction to, the Wachters. We arrive at their home and are allowed inside for some tea. I'm not sure who these people are, but this house seems quite dilapidated, but alas, 'tis the normal in all of Barovia. We get served some strawberry tea and biscuits. It's been a while since I've had tea. The road for me has been quite an arduous journey, although the leaves are a bit stale. As we're listening to the madam talk about how much she despises the burgomaster, she mentions that Strahd seems to be a family friend in a delusional sense of her mind. She talks highly of him, which I find suspicious to keep someone I've heard such terrible and vile things about that she would revere. I politely compliment the treats and tea, and in doing so, she has the nerve to ask if I'm of a lower class since I mention I don't really drink tea often, and insults people for taking the profession of a bard, mocking that it's the lowest of all jobs. Well, madam, I don't really take to heart the words of someone with a face that makes me want to join a cult just for a free mask, Embry thinks to herself while smirking. Hee hee. Oh, come, Embry, you could say far worse. For once I agree with a voice in my head. She yammers on about the castle of Strahd and how if we seek to see what lies beyond the clouds, that would be the place to do it. Blah, blah, blah. Again, the approbation she has for this dangerous fellow is a bit concerning. She tells of a tower in the woods that is deep into the darkness and quite dangerous to get to, but as she speaks of this, I notice Gino perks up a bit to this information. She seems to know so much of the area, her connections keeping her aptly informed. I get the feeling that she may be more than smitten with Strahd and have plans of her own to show their worth as a family since she praises him with lofty words, almost wishing he'd choose her as a suitor, it sounds. Even if Strahd is a monster, I'm sure he still wouldn't want this cryptid of a woman. As we leave to head into the festival, though, an ominous black carriage, being pulled by no creatures it looks, rolls up, and a small, ugly man gets down to give a litter to Oiwa. Kyrie comments on this man's appearance, and I agree with him. But unfortunately, the ugly man spits out that he can hear us, even as we whisper to one another about how rude we are. Well, this isn't ominous at all, just showing up and delivering a random letter. Oiwa reads it and tells us that it's an invitation from Strahd. How odd, as we were just speaking of him, and that we're invited to dine with him about marrying a woman named Irina. This gets quite the reaction out of Gino as well again. How does he know this woman? She seems important to some capacity to him. I quickly jot all this down into my notes, as this will surely make for great tales and get me one step closer to being known across the land with my songs. Maybe one day, then I can use that affluence to try and fix what happened to me and return home. There's drinking and festivities commencing as people try to enjoy themselves as much as they can. We see in the middle of town a large wicker statue that looks like it'll be set aflame for their celebration. What interesting customs they have here, and anyway, quickly, Kyrie and Oiwa spot two men who look to match the paintings I saw within the house that we were just in. These must be the Wachters' sons she mentioned who'd be in attendance. As they both start heading in that direction, I find it in my best interest to tag along as well. My instincts for a good tale to sing get the better of me on this one. Be careful, half-elf. Do you know the trouble you're getting yourself in? Curious natures tend to lead to downfalls, and now your group is split. Will death be a part of your song? What would your dear Safrina say? As I hear the word and voice tell me this, I hiss through my teeth. Don't you dare mention her name. Trying to keep this to myself, hoping Oiwa and Kyrie won't hear me. I will live, and I will find a Richu for my life. I will make it back to her. As we follow the brothers, we see them break a lock and release, oh, an armored saber-toothed tiger. As it pounces at me quickly, I barely have time to react, but yet, it doesn't seem to hurt me right off the bat. Kyrie seems to try and speak to it, as all Oiwa and I can hear are some growls and meows. Oiwa quickly moves in to slash at the big cat, and Kyrie leaping onto its back, attempting to tie down its muzzle and restrain it. It didn't like the fact that Oiwa cut it and chased after him. It's almost a scene that you would see in typical pubs, the cat chasing the mouse. Oiwa darting around quickly and avoiding the swipes and bites. And Kyrie's trying to let us know that we shouldn't harm it, and it's just misunderstood in this moment. The Wachter boys knew that this beast was here, and for them to have the audacity to let it out and possibly murder many innocent lives, this is beyond cruel and evil in their family. I do my best to assist at trying to knock it out, and possibly do this without killing it, when all of a sudden a man appears. Oh no, who is this now? I hope not another enemy, but it sounds like a faint apology comes from his lips. And sure enough, the animal is knocked unconscious in one foul swoop. This man is remarkably strong. I surely hope that he is a friend and not foe.
Thank you for the recap. I enjoyed it. I love it. I love your recaps. It's like a story, you know. It's just like I'm picturing it as it goes and progresses.
Thank you.
I like the story ones. Gino, you're next on the recap.
Oh crap.
All right. As we make ourselves back to Octavio before we go to the people in the mansion, as he looks towards you, petting the cat's head, and thanking you all. I thank you for helping me. I did not wish this tiger to come out and rip to shreds. I have kept it in here for quite some few weeks, feeding it scraps when I can, while I take refuge under the moon. But it seems fit I must leave this place, as it's not safe for me or my cat. As he bows towards you with gracious. Can you help me? Assist me by putting my cat back into his cell.
I'll walk up and I'll give him a hand.
I thank you. This cat is not from these lands. I had warmed myself through the shadows, as you call it, the mists in these lands. Yes, I can reverse them with ease. Strahd has no power over me. As his eyes kind of shine through his glasses. As you can tell with an insight check, let's see if you guys get it.
Oh.
Ooh, I was very enticed as a warrior. Look at this person hiding over here. They're not even on this map. As you can tell, this guy is a very skilled warrior, a fighter of some sorts. As you can tell, his limp looks like an injury. of potentially something he had fought, as it seems to heal, as his cane itself is merely just a cane, but you can tell closer examination with natural 20, or well, just passive perception of like 15 or higher, my apologies, you do see it's a blade. It can unclip. As he quickly looks towards you and says thank you, as you kind of put the cat away into the cage, locking it up. Did you know who released this cat?
Some two men. I think they were the Wachters.
The Wachter family,
Yes.
I see.
The twins.
They are devil worshippers. I would be careful around them.
They sure antagonized it. I couldn't shoot an arrow off in time before they broke the lock.
They are
Yeah.
mere children. I believe their family has great roots connected towards the devil himself.
We kind of got that.
Yeah, we
That is good.
got the unfortunate appearance of going to have tea with them and found out very quickly they hold Strahd in high regard.
I see. Well, you are all great warriors. I will give you a tip and a trick, of course. There is an old tower in this land. It used to belong to a great warrior, a vampire hunter. I would ensure you to look into it if you plan staying here and stopping whatever is going on here. Me and myself, I have plans elsewhere, as this is not my fight. But I hope you look into a tower.
Before you
tower?
go, may I catch your name?
My name is Rictavio. I'm
Rictavio.
merely a curveyor of animals for the time being. I saved them and helped them where they do not belong.
Well, pleasure to meet you and thank you for the help. My name's Embray.
A pleasure.
As she writes down like the info he said about the tower.
I believe your tiger there mentioned something about vampire and werewolf hunter.
He's merely talking nonsense.
Okay. Can I roll an insight on that?
Totally. You can obviously tell he's lying, but he's obviously trying to keep it hush and quiet and secret. He doesn't want anybody to know that he's even here to begin with.
Yeah, I won't pry on it.
As he gave you a good tip of a place where you should look to prepare yourself to hunt Strahd if necessary.
Which tower was it?
He doesn't tell you, just as a tower.
Are there any markings on your tower you're talking about?
You will know it when you see it.
Can you tell us about the tower just west of here?
He
By
doesn't
a
say
lake?
much.
Okay.
Once he begins to head off with his wagon, with his horse. I see you again, hopefully. When the final moon comes out, when the last crescent of the redness blows, you shall see fit to do your task here, future hunters. As he winks at all of you and leaves.
I look at the other two. You guys have any idea who that really is? Have you ever met him before?
Not myself, and
You
I
guys
hope
can.
he doesn't think I'm a hunter.
You can roll a history check. It is a DC 25.
I don't know the first thing about this land, so
Oh no, it's just in general. His legendariness has gone across worlds. He's not just from this place.
Good at that door.
I obviously out of character, a lot of people know who he is, but in character.
yeah.
Um,
No
Harry,
one
that
I've
was
seen before, but seemed to be quite the talented warrior. Kane was concealing a weapon.
oh, I didn't even know. Um, Kyrie, that was quite brave of you trying to subdue the cat. Just try to be careful. Um, we
It never attacked you, so and plus an armored creature like that has to have worth to somebody. So you don't want to kill it unless it attacks you first.
well, I'll make sure to be putting your heroics there into one of my songs. You don't see very many people just hopping upon a saber-toothed tiger trying to restrain them.
You gotta admit, it would have been pretty cool.
Oiwa, you seem a bit hurt. Here. She'll kind of like pluck a string on her lute, and you'll just kind of feel that darkish green energy envelop you.
Thank you. I'm sure after a bit of rest I'll be good as new, but I'll make sure to wait until after it tears one of us apart next time.
I think we've dillied around here for too long. We should probably look for those kids.
Good idea. They look to have ran north, I think.
Yeah. I remember they were kind of screaming bloody murder, so.
You can tell they were trying to lure the creature towards the festival.
I'm going to start heading off towards where we think we are. I'm going to kind of try to follow their tracks because they had to have been pretty careless being drunk.
Yeah, it looks like they're heading back to the festival, about 20 minutes away.
Okay, I'll head that way.
Alright, we'll continue onwards with the people in the Wachters' house. So last we left off, you guys were opening a chest. And I did it in a way that it was cliffhangered. The handsome chest. No, it's not the handsome chest.
It's the big metal one with the
Yeah. She
oh god.
also left out in the recap that we mutilated a corpse and nobody wanted to be in here.
She wouldn't have known.
Yes, I know.
What's in there?
Alright, as
Don't
you
know.
open it
We're
up,
about to find
you
out.
hear a triggering noise as it was trapped with something, even with the key emplaced. As it pries and fires a needle towards whoever opened it. Roll me a concept.
That would be me. Most likely, if I take damage, I'm gonna try to roll performance. Ooh.
That's a fail. So you take 14 poison damage, and you're poisoned for an hour.
Holy shit.
Nice.
The worst.
Yeah.
Shit, Emil.
It's in his neck.
What was it?
Holy
It was just like
hells.
What? It's a poison needle
what
trap.
caused the trap? Okay, poison needles.
It had to be disabled even if the key was placed in.
I'm gonna roll a performance again, just to make it look like I didn't
Oh.
get hit. Okay.
Okay.
It hurts.
Ow.
It's just yeah.
Fucking hells.
That one
Are you
hurt.
okay?
You probably see like a bunch of needles on him in the chest. He's not gonna take them off, but he's just like, yeah. I'm poisoned though. What's inside the damn chest?
As you look inside,
Well,
there-
let's hurry up and figure it out, and we can get back home.
as you look inside, the chest is full of bones. Bones of a person. So you can tell
Is
by,
there?
you can tell by the bones itself, it looks like it was one of many enemies of these people, as they look like a soldier of something. of somebody. The bones look old, though. You can roll a medicine check on them.
Ah!
No,
Here,
just,
I can attempt to take a look.
poison
Uh,
hurts. Disadvantage.
Alrin will guidance himself before looking at the bones. 16. Or 15, sorry.
The bones date 300 years old. They're yellow and like cracked.
I was gonna say if they were the priests, but oh well.
They very well could be the hallowed bones. I mean, it's a possibility, right?
Does anyone know about the Walker family history? Maybe this could be pertaining to. Maybe these bones belong to a great warrior, or maybe someone like St. Thomas, someone who used to protect this town against the Walker family. And why weren't they just scattered somewhere randomly in the forest instead of locked up here? I feel like this is important to have. Don't you?
Well, if she had it locked up, I'd say take a couple of bone pieces, show them as evidence in case she does something.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason why she would take bones and keep them in a chest locked up, man. Have poison needles as a trap.
Yeah. Whatever these bones are, she obviously doesn't want people sniffing around, so.
I agree. He's gonna take the bones.
Right, you collect all the bones. All the pieces is about 20 pounds.
Alrin is going to take
Heavy.
he's gonna look around. Which one of you has the key?
I do.
Could I have it? I'm just gonna lock the chest back up, and he kind of looks back at the corpse.
I'll
And
do that
put-
part.
Oh, thank gods. Okay.
You
Alrin
put
will.
the key back in.
Yeah, he's gonna close the chest and lock it again, and then he'll pass the key back to Emil.
You got the honors of putting it back in his pocket.
Wasn't it down in his inner parts?
Yeah, it was.
Like a flesh pocket. That's so gross.
Ew. It's wet.
Ugh.
You just made it worse.
Okay, well, I think we've seen everything we need to see within the house. Now it's just the cellar, right?
Meow.
Oh, and whatever the fuck that is. Personally,
I'll be
I'm gonna
honest.
skip past that.
Yes. He's like walking past the
deer
hallway.
doesn't have the
down.
say everywhere.
I'm not going
I'm a
in
kitty
that room.
kitty.
Nor am I opening it. Going downstairs. Quickly. We don't want them to come back
I'm not fucking with
over
that.
here.
Well, the one we knocked out, it seems like she's out for a couple of days.
Well, that one I'm not too worried about. To be honest, even if she awakes and she says something, she probably won't, in fear of what she might be reprimanded of.
Well, I'm just gonna say we only have a couple of days before she unlocks that chest, unlocks the way the trap moves, and figures out that there's no bones inside that area.
Yes. So, in the
By
meantime,
then we'll
let's
hopefully have
try.
stirred shit
Yeah.
up in the cellar and stopped whatever the fuck is going on.
Well,
Cool.
Maybe when the rest of us are grouped together. Although I'll be honest, I've seen how this goes. And he kind of looks towards this area and remembers the just the people like the handmaidens and stuff. We can't help them, not right now at least. And
Agreed.
besides, you're wounded. Let's go.
oh, we're leaving. Thought we were gonna check the cellar.
The cellar's outside. The
Oh,
access to
never
the
mind.
cellars. So we'll climb out the window, perhaps.
Sure.
Yes.
Same way we came in.
Yes. Although I'll be honest, I don't want to go through there right now. Especially since Emil just got attacked with a trap.
No, we're fine. For now, at least. You're correct on that, but I'm fully stocked up on my stuff. And by the time we wait, it might be worse. This is our only opportunity to check something at least.
Right.
He kind of looks at both of them and says, and then he like drops the bag that that the bones were holding, and he just kind of like unknown to his character, he kind of like just kind of shouts, not too loud, but like he like tries to gain their attention. Listen, I know how this ends. Whatever's in the cellar is bad. Too dangerous for just us to handle.
Yes, I don't disagree, but at the same time, the moment that woman and man of the house come back with their 2 fuckwads of children, then we're fucked. They've got numbers, they've got strength. Honestly, we might be down a few people, but we're not going to be much better off. Besides, the
He's
group
pacing back and
should
forth.
hopefully be reconvening with us soon.
You know, for the first time, I actually agree with this person.
Not
He's
to
still
mention,
pacing back and forth.
listen, Gino, above all else, you and I both know I'm not above pussying out and just running. If it gets really, really bad.
He's gonna incite Gino, seeing if he's already been through this before.
Yeah, I mean, he
Oh,
won't.
fuck.
Oh
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Nope, he's never been through it, so he's gonna give him a different attitude.
Listen, and then he's gonna hear Alwyn's words, and he's gonna suck his teeth. He's gonna look at Emil and like remember his character, his intentions, because Emil doesn't give a fuck as much as Gino knows. So whether it's a sign of danger or not, Emil is just gonna laugh at it and die and say, "Oh, that's how it ends." As far as Gino's personnel of grasp of his understanding of his character goes. So he's gonna look at Alrin. He's gonna say, if I even smell a whiff of danger, getting the fuck out. He's gonna
Great.
pick up the
Yeah,
bag.
no problem. That's how you usually rock.
Can we even open the door?
We have to figure
It's
out
locked.
how we're
You
going
have
to.
to break the lock. Or, oh, Emil's going the back way. There's a door there too.
Just watching. Seeing if they're still there, but they're still there.
The door's locked on the back too.
You can always break the lock if you need to.
Yeah. Just gonna have to
Who's
break it.
the strongest of us?
Right.
Well, it's simple science, really. And he takes out his wand and then blasts it with a freeze blast.
Alright, roll me an attack roll.
Yep. Oh, my computer's moving slow.
Potato. 13, that's a hit. Roll damage.
And then after he hits it with a freeze blast, he's going to say, "Now, someone use your weapon when it has a blunt melee. It's a blunt weapon. Smash against it."
Oh, fucking Christ, dude.
Roll me that
What's
triple
up with
table.
me? What is up with me today?
Well, you have disadvantage.
What is up? Yeah.
It's funny.
You can't take reactions as you try to smack it. It falls out of your hand and it almost hits Gino in the face as Gino dodges.
Gee,
Right.
Emil.
Okay. Alrin will he'll use primal savagery in an attempt to have that acid sort of melt on the lock a bit. Oh, 12.
I'll say hit. You melt the
sick.
lock.
Okay, well,
Oh, that's one way to do it.
honestly, it's
Uh,
probably more quiet than whacking it with a mace in hindsight.
Or during that, can you heal me?
Yes, Alrin will walk up and he will use a first level cure wounds. Oh, I rolled dookie.
We can see a descending staircase. Is there any light at the end? Can we see any
No, it's pitch black.
foreboding?
It's a cellar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down to going.
Yeah. I know where this is going. He kind of says under his breath, a little bit sarcastically, "Whatever, let's just go into the fucking dark ass fucking room."
Are you the only one without dark vision, Gina?
Yes, but I'll just cast a light spell. Lumos. Woo!
Fucking, you gotta play a little fucking Harry Potter one for you, don't you? Alright, you got a light on. Alright, as you notice downstairs, you arrived in the cellar. You see a slant wooden cellar door with an iron pull ring of iron hinges stand against the foundations of the house. As you arrive down below, you can see this large rooted cellar has dirt floors, two ascending flights of stone steps enclosed by wooden railings that stands across from one another. The tracks of the earth leads from one staircase to the other. The other trail goes from both staircases to the center, bears to the west. 4 neatly made cots are set in a row in the south wall. Somebody has been sleeping here.
Oh, fucking hells. Okay.
Well, considering the
here's
fact
mine.
that they have maids, and specifically we knocked out one and we saw 3.
As I like you roll perception checks.
I'll be honest, Emil, and he kind of whispers under his breath, I don't think the maids are coming down here.
God damn.
At a +8 and I roll on that one. So
That's
My
rough.
ears are
That's
plugged
rough.
in. Do you know you want to roll?
Yeah, I pressed it, but it's not.
18.
Oh,
Alright.
18.
You do hear chanting very slightly.
What is that? He kind of whispers to Alrin and Emil, do you hear that?
I do not, but
Can't quite place the tone in what they're saying, but someone's muttering something, chanting it almost. Be on your guard. This is usually the time where I say we should fucking hightail it and get the fuck out of here. But we move on.
would you like me to do a little reconnaissance?
Yes, that'd be great.
Alrin is going to wild shape into a spider.
As you watch
Not a giant spider,
his
just
body
like
turn
an
into a little
itsy-bitsy.
itsy bitsy spider. His legs protrude out of his body.
Jesus Christ, Alrin.
He just sort of hops side to side for a sec to indicate that he's heard.
Spooter.
Hey.
I'm not gonna lie, I am literally.
Piss your pants.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Alright, you little
Yeah.
spider, just for fun.
The music is
Yeah.
definitely fitting for it.
Oh yeah, the music's. For those who have the music on, I go all the way creepy.
Let me restart this roll 20 because my rolls are good.
oh my
Laggy.
goodness.
Alright.
just
As you head up the stairs, you notice it goes upstairs to the main floor as it's blocked by a door. That's not there. As you can tell, it's a wall of some sort. It would need some strength to push it. Looks like it's a secret door.
So like it's a secret door to go up these stairs here.
It originally would make it's a secret door on the other side to get downstairs. Just 2 ways coming in here.
And I'm assuming I would notice all these
You
like
see the
footprints.
tracks, yeah, they lead
Yeah.
to the wall. As you hear the chanting.
I'm gonna try and like scale the side of the wall and see if there's any cracks that I could slip through.
There is no, it's flat. It requires an actual push.
Okay, I am too tiny to push.
As you do
so
that, you watch the ground shake. Roll initiative. As you watch the ground shake, the earthen floor begins to animate. Skeletons of dead Valachians stolen from the church cemetery and brought here, risen to death. As you hear, "Let the dead remain at rest," as they speak. Oh, sorry, the initiative got. Oh no. So you see skeletons ripping out of the ground as they once been Valachians were arrested and buried to the cemeteries, brought here to do a bidding for the devil worshippers.
I rolled 3 for my
Gino's
initiative.
probably pissing his pants. I knew we shouldn't be here.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, fuck!
You can
fuck!
run.
It's a 3 because I'm a spider.
Spooter. Just went with this
There.
fucking thing. There we go. Stupid API. I have to do a heavy restart and all. There we go. What you guys do? Oh my gosh.
We just been rolling low.
Well, in general. Alright, the skeleton is looking up and above. It doesn't see the spider. It doesn't really care about the spider. As it will fire a shot at Emil. Natural 20. Double natural.
Shit.
Fuck.
Back to back. I don't know how I got that, but 24. For 14 piercing.
No, we dead.
Fire arrow.
No, you're dead. I'm leaving.
Let's go.
Yeah.
23 to hit for 3 piercing on Emil.
I mean,
No.
they are grouped up for a spicy little fireball.
Yeah.
Man. This whole place is gonna. She's gonna come back to a fucking ruined house.
Oh, what a shame.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna basically have to rely on hopefully eight misses.
Yeah, this is. I'm just gonna go for a. What would make the most sense here?
Fireball.
If you do, we'll
Fireball
catch
would-
everybody's attention.
Fireball would make the most sense, but
Magic missile.
let's just go for a binding ice on these people that's near Alrin. Even no, never mind. Technically,
Oren's the spider right here.
Spooter.
I'm the little Monsieur Araignée.
I think that was the wrong thing. Hello?
I'm going to do a chill touch on the one that's on the stairs next to on the one that's next to
You would have
It'd
disadvantage
be
no matter.
disadvantage. You're close within range. Even if you're behind a wall.
I don't mind that. I'll do that. Ooh, then again, I
Give me
don't
an
want to
attack
make
roll.
this. Let me just see how many there are first. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Fuck, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna do an ice knife instead. I'm just gonna do one and then. Um, so many options. So little time. What makes it worse is that they do fucking ranged attacks
The
too.
worst thing is the other crew. This is happening as soon as they're leaving where the tiger was.
Yeah.
So they have no apparent reason where you. They know where you guys went, but
I don't even know if I know where you guys went. All I know is that you guys.
yeah, because you
or
were
I
really
just
part of
took
the party.
off.
Yeah, you were just kind of
Yeah.
out of the mix.
He's gonna turn towards the mill and he's gonna shout out loud to Alrin, "Do you remember the time when I said we should leave now? This is the time."
The spider is just
And
gonna
he's
hop
going
side to
to
side.
he's gonna
Oh,
do a second level of basic spell attack, which is just my magic missiles on this one first. The one that's near him.
okay.
Remember, you got to focus all of them.
Yeah,
Yep,
you have
I
to
am.
select where all
I
of
am.
them go.
I'm gonna do it. I was just saying it out loud to Red. Because last time I didn't do it last time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which one are you hitting?
The one that's in front of Mel.
All right, it breaks apart.
Okay. And he's gonna turn towards the mill and he's gonna say, "Leave now. Let's go." And he's gonna run all the way back upstairs.
All right, make it up with 20 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm literally gonna shout, "Emil!" as my free action. Alrin, let's go. That's all. That's it for me.
Just look like, nah, I'd win.
All right, skeleton begins to make its descent. I was gonna stab you. 23 to hit for 3 piercing.
That's my shit. I'm down.
Oh, fuck me.
As this one will step on your body, blocking the way out. Stabbing your body. 19 to hit. For 1
Yep.
hit save. This one is going to step on your body and stab you. That's an 8. Disadvantage. 20 to hit. 1 dead save. The second one. Camille, dead save. Whisper, please. Don't you have advantage?
I'm not a reborn.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I'm a dusk elf.
Oh, well,
I'm
dead.
the big one.
What's your last words, boy?
Well, I had a feeling.
I almost lost words. Fuck you.
Oh, he's not near anybody. He's the skeleton just jabbing his blade into him.
Oh well. This is what I deserve, anyways. Bleh.
Skeletons begin to march their way outside. Ash and dash.
Emil? Alrin!
I am going to probably do the smart thing and stay out of their sight. I will. How tall is this basement?
In the bottom half, it's about 15 feet high.
Okay, then I will use my 20-foot climbing speed to scale up to the ceiling and then move like 1 block to the side there, 5 feet to the side. So I'm
Alright.
on the ceiling there.
Alright. As reinforcements arrive, the cultists find out. Who's there? Intruders. The book club is on it.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Damn.
So he opens the door. There's somebody outside.
Holy fuck.
Oh, just wait. Gino.
Is he gonna like?
You
Can he
just
see
see a
the
skeleton and another skeleton and another skeleton.
perfect? Which means they're all in a 5-foot radius of each other. Which
This
means,
one's gonna make an attack pop on you.
yeah, I'm okay with that. As long as it's not a
14.
natural 20. Hits exactly.
Take 8 piercing.
Fucker. And then I'm going to cast a binding ice on them.
Okay. Con save. Skeletons. 21, 19, 6. As you just shatter one of them. The one down below here. Yes, it's gone. Moving you.
And then I'm going to continue to run.
Skeleton boys. Dashing. As the imp begins to move around. I sense one here. I'm gonna kill it. It sees a spider. You're like, fucking imps!
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
It's gonna fly up to it and bite it. 17.
That hits, and I revert back to my regular form.
Give me a con save for the poison. 19. All right, you take half as much. You take 6 piercing and 5 poison instead of 11.
Okay, so that would be 10 damage into my regular form.
Yo.
Oh. Oops, I did the wrong thing.
Got that devil sight, yo. You got that sense of magic as well. He can sense you. Imps are powerful. Yeah, skeleton makes it up. Fire an arrow towards our buddy here. 21 to hit for 5. Oh, that's a fumble table. 10. I don't remember what 10 does. I think it's bad. You have advantage on that one.
Okay.
19 for 8.
Okay, fucking hell.
What
First
did you
thing
get
I'm
me
gonna
into?
do, I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself with my main action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have to take the attack of help regardless. Fuck it, Weeball. I'll step into here.
Oh, you were on the ground. Wait, were you on the ceiling?
Yeah, I was. So I'm
Did you
on
make
the
a
ground.
did you make a save?
Oh,
Acrobatics or
I'll move
athletics?
in here.
Acrobatics or athletics? DC 10, you're fine. Okay, you land, you go there, you
Yeah.
get attack of opportunity. These guys are going to smack you. I think, let me see if I can get their stat block. They're gonna dagger you. 13 and 12.
They both miss. And then I will move up to here, staying within range of Mr. Fuckwad.
Well, he's up there on the ceiling. He's up.
Oh, so he
flying.
doesn't.
No.
Okay. In that case, I will then move to here. So that's 5, 10, 15. I will then bonus action phase step right to here, and then use my last 15 feet of movement to move as far
You're
like
stuck.
out
You
of
see
the color.
skeletons.
Oh, fuck. as
Well,
as
uh,
Alrin will just sort of, yeah, he'll end his turn there, I guess.
Kill
for now.
him! No survivors! The skeletons charge you. Stab. Nope, misses. Cultist will run up the steps. He'll step in the spot, the skeleton. He's gonna use inflict wounds on you. 17 to hit.
17 hits, yes.
Take 11 necrotic.
Oof.
So you step back and make an attack pop if you like.
No, for now I won't.
Orin, just hold on. Where's Emil?
As he's gonna try to hold
He's
person.
dead.
Hold person. Wisdom
Oh,
save.
God.
DC 11.
Oh.
It's pretty bad. You succeed.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Same with this guy. Actually, he can't. He's not able to. Not enough movement. Gino.
Alright, it's gonna do his cataclysmic fireball. Or ice ball, I should say. If I can get to the screen. Here it is.
Drop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it.
Where?
Right on them.
Are you gonna protect him or no?
I mean, I'm like, what do you call it?
Evocation?
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
sculpting the spells around both of you. Alright, so you just hit all 4 of them?
Yep. Gonna clear the path on my boy.
Skeleton boys must make a save. They're probably not gonna succeed, but we'll see. 1 succeeded, takes half. I don't think he's gonna live with even the half damage. He's dead. They're all dead.
Orin, let's go. He's gonna run the full movement of 30 and we'll attempt to leave.
Alright. Winged bat creature thingy. Will fly. So he's like, "You're not getting away! I'm gonna bite you. You're gonna pay for this!" 18 to hit?
That was with disadvantage.
Yes, double 18s.
Damn.
That's rough.
Con save. You succeed. You take half the poison. So 7 piercing and 4 poison.
Okay, holy shit.
He's not blocking. He's considered tiny. He's just flying overhead.
Okay. I'm still going to phase step. I'll use my last phase step here. And I'll kind of just go, I can go up to 30 feet. So I'll go to right here.
Okay. They
And
know
then
too
I will
much.
use my
You must kill them.
movement speed to run.
Alright, you're off the map.
Great.
Did you? Okay, so you're off the map. We're taking you off the map.
Yeah.
Alright, skeleton boy's coming after you now. Give me a second. Yeah. Arrow shot. Not Gino. 7 misses. Cultist runs up. The book club's not over yet. It's gonna spiritual weapon. 22 to hit for 4 force damage.
Jesus. Hits.
He's gonna use his melee attack to use a range attack with the dagger. 11 misses. Yes, book club's not over. Spiritual weapon again. 12 is a miss, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Let's see, we'll chuck another dagger. Disadvantage. 10 misses. It was gonna be a nat 20, but he didn't have the range. Another one comes in. Special weapon. He's got so many special weapons near him. 13 is a miss. Or is that a hit?
Thank God. Oh, it's a 14th AC, so thank God.
He's gonna chuck another dagger disadvantage. 22?
Oh,
Disadvantage. For 4 damage.
with disadvantage. Jesus.
22, 24, that's what you got.
Yo. Whoa. I'm getting the war of attrition, guys.
This guy's gonna use another spiritual weapon. $22 to hit for 3 force damage.
Yep. Alrighty. He's gonna keep running. He's gonna chuck another ice fireball at him.
Okay.
Just one more. Get away from me, guys. Please. Try to get out of here. Level 3.
Oh,
Right
shit.
at the center of this imp.
Alright, the imp is immune to fire damage, takes nothing.
Alrighty. Well,
You said fire. So.
I mean, technically it's ice, but
said
you know.
fire, so-
You said an ice fireball.
I mean, the do I just shout it out? Cataclysmic ice bomb. Whatever.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I
I'll allow
you
it.
know.
Alright. He takes resistance.
Hey.
He's cold. He's dead though.
Oh, thank God.
That is all the cultists
No.
die.
Now I run. I keep running.
Alright, run away. Skeleton will.
Because even though I killed these bitches, who knows who else is here?
Skeleton will charge your ass. Fire out the last arrow, trying to get to you, but you're probably gonna get away. 19
Well, we
hit.
just busted a theory.
19 hit for 7.
Oh. 7. Jesus.
Alright, you escape.
7. Jesus. Almost double this.
Oops, that's
7.
wrong map.
And this is where we leave it off now.
Yeah, I was like,
Leave it
okay.
off.
So you run for dear life, nearly dying in death. As you only see 2 skeletons remaining, trying to chase you down, but eventually stopping as their bodies start to break and shamble as they're away from the house, as they break to bones.
My leg.
Fucking hell. Are you okay?
No. He kind of like drops the bag of bones to the ground. He's like really pissed off. Why did we go down there? No. Why, Gino? I told you. I told them not to go down there, but they went down there. They didn't listen to me. They never listen. They never listen, Gino. Why are you listening to me? Who's talking? I'm talking. He's like going in full panic, and then he stops, and he looks up at Alrin, and he says, "Let's just get out of here. The place back to the coffin maker's house isn't too far away." He picks up the bags of bones and starts to walk or limp, with the arrow still lodged.
I want the other team to roll me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, I was almost good.
Twins.
Kyrie, you
Alright.
hear explosions happening off. This is in the same direction where the mansion is. When you're walking back towards the festival.
I'm gonna tell the other two and say, hey, there's an explosion over that way. I think that place is where we had dinner.
Yes.
Do we want to go and investigate or alert the guard?
I think investigating would probably be a better option.
Okay, we stay out of sight.
Yeah, I'll follow along, I suppose.
I guess if everybody wants to, we go towards the house and look.
All right.
Or the explosion, I guess, because we don't exactly
After a
know.
good 15 minutes both ways, you eventually collide with one another. As you notice a Kyrie over anybody else, you can see Gino and Ulren kind of limping as they're covered in arrows and bleeding, as they're making their way towards the safe house. As they're trying to keep themselves low and undercover behind houses and getting away from the public eye.
I think we found out where the explosion came from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only see two of them, not three.
I'll go
Oh,
up to them and
Vander.
say, where's the other guy?
Gino doesn't say anything. He just continues going towards the safe house.
Were you guys were you guys part of the explosion?
Yeah, something like that. Let's just meet back up at the safe house and we'll talk there.
I'll tell the others that we're gonna meet up at safe house.
The last coffin used.
Well, we don't even have your body.
There's the one more, but no, he's just part of the death count.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
There's still more coffin.
Gino immediately comes in to the comes in and he goes upstairs. He starts working on himself. He puts the bag of bones on the table on this table here. He puts the bag of bones that we collected here. Don't touch that. I'll be right back. I need to patch myself up.
um,
I'm gonna
Oh,
check on my
are
deer
you
that I
okay?
hung outside.
Ulrin, are you okay? What happened?
It was some sort of fucking. They called themselves a book club, but it was honestly a cult. And I'd be lying if I said I was okay, but you should be used to it by now. So we lost a mill. And honestly, it looks like we're starting to lose Gino more and more every time.
Oh. Well, I was saving this for an emergency, but it seems like you'll need it, and she'll hand you a healing potion.
I'm okay for now. Thank you, though.
Are you sure?
Yes, honestly, it would bring me more comfort knowing that you guys have it. I'm capable of healing myself, so
Okay.
best if someone who can't takes it.
Yeah, poor Emil. I don't know him very well, but is he gone? Or is he just caught?
He's gone.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We were both kind of in agreement to go down there, so no one's really at fault, but still sucks. He deserved a better end, but
I'll do my best to keep his spirit alive in some of my songs, if that's any consolation.
thank you.
So, where exactly did you guys go?
We went back to the Wachters mansion. Found a lot of disturbing shit, honestly, but Amongst the top of it was that they had a cellar with reanimated skeletons and some sort of cultish book club going on. Don't know what presides over them. Probably the head bitch herself, but she was away, and I do not know what their goal was. We did not return after Gino, well, honestly, killed most of them in one fell swoop. Otherwise, we found a sack of bones locked away in a chest. Don't exactly know whose bones they are, but they're well over 300 years old.
Anybody have the identifiability?
I do not.
No, unfortunately.
I'm afraid I'm not able to identify magical items in the way that would be most helpful right now.
In the meantime, I suppose we should keep a low head. One of the maids was knocked out. They might recognize us, so aside from that, I don't think we left any witnesses. There was also a strange humanoid-esque voice that was meowing in their attic. I'm gonna be honest, I did not want to fuck with that at all, so we left it.
Seems smooth.
Do you think we should tell the guard?
And what would they do? The Wachters seem to be the second most powerful family in Vallaki, if not the first. There's clearly an odd power struggle going on. I fear telling the guards at best would result in a bunch of guards getting harmed, and at worst would result in us being attacked in the middle of the night.
Yes, I'd also think that if you were to tell them that you figured out this information by breaking into their home, it probably wouldn't go well for us.
Well, I'm sure that there's evidence outside as well, is there not? And that would cause for a warrant.
I mean, considering
Especially
their
if-
influence we saw, I don't know if really they're gonna do much. You heard
I
what
was gonna
Rictavia
say,
said.
considering I think that most of these guards' justice is dictated by a moral compass about as strong as a wet piece of cardboard, I don't think we're gonna have any luck with that.
Considering the fact that they're about to stage a coup, they were attempted to release a saber-toothed tiger onto the masses.
Yeah,
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, there was
It gets you.
no evidence left by them in that sense either.
No, but that's just because we were able to stop it. Well, this Richter
Right.
fella was able to stop it. And mentioned something about a tower able to help on the fight against the devil.
If I'm being honest, it sounds like our time at Vallaki is nearing an end.
I gotta pick up supplies first.
Yeah, I think after that, the best thing we can do is fan out and start hunting down these omens that were foretold in the cards.
Cards?
Oh, right. We had a special reading. Well, I say we, but I wasn't there for it either. Essentially, there was this reading, and, well, the person who did the reading was a Vistani woman, and she came up with some omens that'll help the group defeat the darkness, I suppose, that plagues this land, so to speak. It's all kind of cryptic, but something about a wizard's tower on a lake, a kneeling woman plucked too soon in a marsh, something to find in the castle itself, which, doesn't sound like the safest place to be. Probably one of the last things we'll look for.
You mentioned a tower in this reading. I can't help but wonder if maybe that's what the one Rictavio was mentioning. The gentleman we came across.
If not,
Sounds
I do know that that Wachter girl, when we were having dinner with her, she mentioned a wizard's tower on a lake, remember? She said it was one of the only places you could see the stars.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
well,
mentioned it was difficult to get through the woods, right?
do you think it's the one that we've seen?
I'm not sure. It sounds like there's probably many towers around here, and he was quite vague. He just kind of left us with that little tidbit of information and was on his way.
I'll look at Oil One. He's the one that got the letter for the invitation.
Yes.
Are we still going? Or are you guys still going?
That would not be up to me alone, I don't think, but I assume that if we don't go, then the devil probably won't be too happy with us.
I'm pretty sure with the things that have been happening, I don't think he's too happy with you already.
Well, as excited as I am to plan our next adventures, forgive me, but witnessing the death of a comrade is definitely not agreeing with me too much. I'm gonna go.
Is this
Hold
not
on,
the
let me
safest place you guys have, though?
I mean, is anywhere really safe? It seems. And
Well, it's safer than
I
being out in the
understand,
wild.
Alvin. You should get some rest and take your
Yeah.
time.
I'm gonna call it in for the night, but see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna go out and grab my deer, release the trap, pick it up, and start carving it.
All right. Anybody else want to do
And
anything?
maybe look around in the kitchen area here to see if there's any salt, so that way I can just turn it into jerky.
There's nothing in this place.
Yeah, I guess cook it.
Oiwa,
Yeah.
I don't mean to pry, but while we have a little downtime, what's going on? What's kind of your guys' main goal here? I know that I'm just tagging along in this moment, but to be honest, this seems quite dangerous.
This land is very dangerous in and of itself. I believe our main goal would eventually to be to slay that devil in the castle, but for now it seems like we're taking things one step at a time. Seems to be all I can really do here.
I know we've just met and everything and getting into this, but I mean, I feel like I have to say something. I sometimes hear this voice in my head, and lately it keeps telling me that I shouldn't trust Gino, that young boy in your group. And I notice more and more it seems he's falling apart. Do you think that if we were to attend the castle where Strahd is at, it would be good for him? The voice tells me he's marked, and I'm not sure if you guys have caught on to anything like that.
Well, I've certainly noticed that he takes to the devil, at least tends to take special interest in certain folk here. I am almost certain that going to the castle now would be less than helpful for him. It would break his mind.
I see.
He seems to have some sort of connection with the woman that was mentioned in the letter. I know not of her, but
Yeah, I did notice he had a reaction when you mentioned that name in the letter as well.
and you see there's kind of like a pulse in like Oyo's head, and he kind of like flinches for a second, and the mask kind of almost seems to like constrict for a second. Then he kind of shakes it off, and he says, I believe there is someone there that was less than kind to me in the past as well.
Oh. Yeah, it almost seems as many of this group have some connection to him.
We've all been wronged by this land or its denizens in some way.
Yeah, I I understand that. Sorry for asking so much. I couldn't help but notice the boy's demeanor and kind of trying to see what was going on. Um, you know, I'm making my way across this land gathering stories to further my own future, and I just hope if I continue to follow it isn't a sad ending.
That is not a fate for me to decide, but let's hope yours doesn't end in a tragedy. As for the boy, I suppose we'll just have to see. It's sort of like a blade. Hard and soft, but easily cracked, and if made improperly, then he will most certainly break.
Thank you, Oiwa. I won't bother you too much more. I'm sure you're still a little beat up yourself and need to rest.
I'll be fine.
That's good to hear. Thank you again.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything else. He just kind of walks outside and finds a. Was there like a tree nearby or something?
Yeah, there's a couple trees, small ones, not big.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like go over to one. Um, and start kind of. I'll probably shoot a couple arrows into it, and then probably slash at it a few times, just kind of like going through sword forms. Um, as I'm kind of going, I'll kind of gently say to myself, "The Dusk Elf is dead then." Why does that seem familiar? That's all you would do.
Embrace just gonna sit down here in the main room and kind of play some songs of farewell in honor of their friend.
Alrin's gonna be walking up the stairs and he's gonna kind of be calling out, Gino. Gino, are you there?
Doing transcend his thoughts.
Alrin will walk up to him. I fear the others may not understand, but you get it, right? We lost a mill.
He's in this room, by the way. He's in the coffin maker's room. He's on the bed.
Alrin will sort
You
of.
guys on the where Amount originally claimed, right?
No, no. I'm in the coffin maker's bedroom, like his actual personal
across the
bedroom.
hall, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrin will sort of walk in and sit on the end of the bed.
Kind of like, as you come in, you can see that he's like crawled up into like a ball, and he's rocking back and forth. But as soon as you come in, he kind of like uncurls himself, and he flinches. What are you doing here?
And Alrin's just
I
gonna
needed to be alone.
he starts by sitting on the bed, his back sort of towards Gino, and then you'll see he kind of like curls up and deflates a little, and you just sort of hear like faint sobbing.
We'll drop his guard that he built up and get to the edge of the bed as well and place a hand on his back, and he will say
You're muted if you're saying something.
Gino will sit on the edge of the bed, seeing Alman sob, and he'll look at Alman, and for a moment, he'll crack a grin, almost deviously. And for a split second, he shakes his head and whispers under his breath, "No, now's not the time." And he'll sit on the edge of the bed with Alrin and put a hand over his shoulder. Alrin, I don't think I can do this anymore. I can't explain it, but I feel like the more and more time I spend here, I'm losing myself. I'm losing who I was, losing who I want to be. But what's worse is I'm losing the people I care about. The people down there. Those people. I'm starting not to care. People are starting to blend together. The faces, names. It all feels like I'm getting distant. I'm becoming more distant. I'm starting not to care.
Alrin will sort of sniffle for a sec, and then he'll regain his composure. Still like welting and still crying, but he's no longer sort of curled. He's sat up with proper posture. I am an Eladrin, right? My very essence is emotion. My people, we feel, and we feel deeply. We feel loudly, and we feel brightly. Being in a land this devoid of feeling, it sucks like nothing else. And it's truly taking a toll on me in ways that I can't even fucking fathom or put into words. But you have to feel, Gino. You have to allow yourself the moments to cry, the moments to mourn, and the moments to grieve. But you have to feel properly. You have to know when to stop. You know, we have a saying that every person you take with you is a person you bring to your home. You make a little room for them, and you let them live there. And you're allowed to visit them and chatter and banter and argue. God knows me and Emil argued. But once they pass on, you don't go back into that room. You can cry, you can mourn the room, but you don't go back in. The longer you sit in those rooms, the longer you surround yourself by this devoid, empty space, the less you'll want to spend time in the brighter spaces. So take a moment and cry and mourn and grieve. And once you're done, learn not to go back into the room. Just linger in the doorway. Just admire the room and what used to be there, but don't step back in. Right now, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to cry and I'm going to miss the room that I used to spend time shouting at my friend. But after today, I'm going to go back and I'll stand in the doorway however long I need. But I'm not going back into the room. I'm not going to sit there and wish he was back because that won't change anything. And I'm not going to sit there and scream at the sky or think it was unfair on how he was taken. I'm just going to linger in the doorway. And I'm going to remember. I'm just going to remember what it felt like being with him. Nothing more. Nothing less. I won't pretend that it's not getting taxing, or that I'm not slightly losing it a little too, but you're scared of losing yourself. I get that. I feel the same way. But all those faces down there, gods know there will be more faces to come. Perhaps ones that replace you and I. If we don't keep fighting, if we don't keep pushing the ball forward, we're moving up a hill. As soon as we let go, that ball crushes us all, and everyone else at the bottom. And then someone else has to come along and try and push it back up just to get to where we are, right now. So it might suck, but we can't give up. Because if we give up, then everybody suffers. And everything we've done, and everyone we've lost, and everything we're losing, comes all for naught. So tonight, I came here to cry with you and mourn Emil. But please, I'm not just asking, I'm begging you. Try and see this through. I think I've learned now that we're not going to get pleasant deaths. I'm scared more than anything that I'm going to die in a strange, cold land with no feeling, and my family won't even know that I'm gone. But now I've learned that at least I'll die, and I'll know that people knew me here, and that I meant something, and that I worked towards something. And I know it'll weigh on the people that are left behind. But gods be damned, if we don't rid this fucking beast, this fucking devil, from these lands, then all of these people just become names on gravestones that aren't even marked. They're simply piles of dirt, dust, bones, food for the wolves. I don't want to end up like that. And I don't think they would either. And Alrin will just sort of like tilt his head back for a moment as he continues to cry.
Drina won't say anything. But he will sit back into the bed, crawl up into a ball and resume his silent whispers and whimpering, as he will cry too.
Alright, is everybody else doing anything else?
I'm gonna head back to the town, and I'm gonna locate the twins, and I'm just gonna watch them from a distance.
You do not find them.
Okay, well then, if I don't find them, I'll join in the
You can tell there is
festivities.
a huge audience of people at the mansion of the.
I'll subtly go and join in with the rest, everybody else.
Audience. Okay. As you see, like
Yeah.
a bunch of guards there. No one go past. There's been an accident. And it looks like there's been a theft. There's Ruskins. There's footprints. As they are under surveillance, and obviously what is going on here, as well as her little imp has recorded the whole thing, as it's a summon, as they know who was here.
Okay, well, because I'm not really.
Well, yeah, I know you're
anything
not relevant here, but yeah, in a sense, this is all out of character, but in
Yep.
a way that now you're on high alert.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna. I guess after seeing what went on here, I'm gonna go and join in the festivities and enjoy the rest of the day.
All right, yeah, you do see what the wicker is. It's actually Strahd. They burn them.
Oh,
Yeah, with straw.
Dawn was Strahd. As they
do they say this is Strahd, or
It's
is
it's
it
a
just
lookalike of Strahd. Yeah, it's as close as you
Okay.
can get.
I was just curious in regards to because I don't know him at all, or
No. You can
anything
tell
about
him.
him?
It looks like
No.
a noble.
I'm gonna kind of keep how detailed is it?
Oh, it's a wicker. It's not going to be detailed.
Oh, okay. I'll go up to one of the guys and say, "What is this Strahd fella?"
He is the devil that rules this land.
The devil.
He lives in that castle over yonder. As I point, you see lightning crashing in the distance. You just see clouds. And you see an ominous giant castle far off away.
What should I know about him?
Don't know anything about him. Forget about who he is. Or else you will draw his ire.
I guess then I'll yell, "Let's party!" and then start kicking off celebrations.
Wow, it's kind of depressing celebrations, but the best you're gonna get around here.
Yeah, well, try to make everything cheery and probably spend about 3 gold worth of drinks and just kind of hand them out and get to know the
You notice
civilians. and stuff
some
like
people
that.
will take your offering, some won't with hesitation. But you do notice there are some individuals who are pissed as drunks, and some who choose not to convey with anybody else due to the whole ideal that has conspired in the last 2 weeks.
Sounds good. I'll just try to keep up the cheery attitude, even though it's dreary, just to kind of keep up the whole concept of the celebration.
I understand.
And when it gets dark enough, then I'll start heading back to the home, and I'll alert the rest of the group about them having an imp that knows who was there.
You don't know that at all.
Oh, okay. I thought
I'm
that
just
was
saying out
meta.
of character. It was all out of
Oh, okay. I thought maybe
No,
it was brought up.
no. I'm just saying
Okay.
for the people who have fought that thing would assume only Oren has seen it, as well as a kind of a glimpse of potentially Gino, but he was kind of in more like kind of danger mode. So that's up to him if he really wanted to ascertain what it was, but let's say our druid knows what it is. And those creatures are usually not killed easily.
Sounds good. But no other issues other than just the break-in and stuff like that.
Correct.
Nothing else
Everything's
happened.
on high alert. As you can see, the Walker brothers are safe and harm. Obviously, the other guy in the picture, well, obviously not the father anymore, as well as her. She's in the picture, as they are now just on high alert. So there's probably not going to be a second attempt on the house, depending if you want to kill guards.
Good to know. Okay. I'll go in and relay any information I know. Kind of semi-drunk too because I partied. And at night, I'll sleep up on the, I guess, just at the doorway under the overhang of the door, so that way I can just kind of keep eye out of anybody approaching or anything like that.
All right. As the day commences and springs forward, you guys get a long rest as you replenish your spell slots, your hit points, as you find yourself well rested, knowing that you're a man down, and the fact that nobody could save him has, like Gino said, it was a bad idea. As we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, we'll be back in 5 minutes to resume what's going on and what you guys wish to do progressing forward.
Boop, boop.
Yeah, that was fun.
I gotta look up some rogue spells, or not rogue, ranger spells, so that way I can buy some supplies.
Dude, it sucks because like we all knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right, how many times?
If
have
my
we seen
insight
that?
was high enough, and Mel would have taken word of Gino. So it's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go because of the poison.
Gino's gonna
Yeah, I
start
have to-
like
I have to say that-
fisticuffing people if we don't listen.
That was some amazing roleplay, Alrin.
Thanks. I literally like took off my glasses too, and I was like putting my head in my hands. I was like, I gotta feel this.
Alright, get in.
Yeah. Gino's at his breaking point, so I'm glad you did, man.
Little innocent flower, no never-ending moonlight.
Yep, that's why Embry is leery of Gino. The great old one is telling her of you.
Oh yeah, he's close. Like sociopathic tendencies.
Mhm. Poor Gino, though. Like, if this were real life, the therapy
Yeah, no
would
kidding.
be-
Dude, so much trauma.
Yeah, is there like a therapist class?
I could be that right now.
Well, that's what
I
a
guess-
bard
I
is.
guess-
I was
Yeah, I was gonna say
thinking,
bard.
there was gonna be a point where I gave into the thought of just like, what if you turned reborn now? Just no memories of you guys.
Oh my god.
But just was only thing remembered is to go back to the coffin place where he did something.
That's still a possibility.
Well, then you'd just be
Yeah.
Oiwa, basically.
Pretty much.
Let's see.
Yeah, but he said reborns take months, so I'm like, okay.
But reborn is no, that's Revenant. I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Revenant. They only want revenge on what.
It's funny, cause like, Red made like the discuss me with the dust skulls. I'm like, all right, cool. And then he completely forgot. He thought I was a reborn. I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
It's because I started acting like non-emotional.
Yeah,
He's
you
just like,
started
oh, okay.
acting like you're undead, and I'm like, are you like
Which is funny.
dead?
He's been through so much pain to the point that like Well, he was shocked by lightning, so all his nerves was gone.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was fully ready to bring that backup character out.
Dude, it was
I
gonna
was-
be. I'm going something different, so I'm not gonna be introduced. I was gonna be introduced, but I don't think Innocent Monkey will be a good place for here.
Is a familiar.
It was, but he
By
was
the
supposed to be
way-
introduced with you.
By the
Right.
way, I was going to stay for another round and kill the rest of them, but I thought about it and I said, okay, well, Emil's already dead. We can't bring him back because we don't have any resurrection spells.
Well, I
And-
can, I just don't have money.
Oh, well,
yeah.
because I was gonna kill the rest of them because I was like, oh, I can just do like maybe like a couple second level magic missiles and be rid of them. But I was like, what else is in that house?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to risk it. I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna bounce.
It also would have gone totally differently if we had rolled better in initiative, because I could have faced
Yeah.
Emil and I
Yeah.
out of there both.
I would have
Like,
turned
I was
undead
literally
then quick action fucking
Yeah, I
blur.
was sitting there going, fuck, if only I didn't have like a 3 on my initiative.
You should have said screw it and I'll just burn down this damn house.
I had thought too, while
Honestly?
Alrin was giving her speech, that Gino, with that smile, you were just going to pull out a dagger and plunge it into yourself and be like, fuck this.
Oh,
Yeah, what's it called?
fucking horror.
So thankfully, Aurin, Aurin definitely saved Gino's psyche for sure, because that split devious smile, he was gonna say something really fucked up, but he's
Like, who cares? With straight.
Or
Yeah, I'm
Gino.
sort of trying to play. If anyone's ever done like played Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, or anything like that, I'm kind of trying to have like a Celebrimbor and Talion-esque thing. with, like,
Oh, yeah.
all right. I'm gonna go get some water.
Mhm.
Great role playing, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, good job,
Yeah.
everyone.
I felt like crying at the moment Alrin was breaking down. I was just like, hey,
I know.
don't. Now I feel bad that I made a character that doesn't want to care.
Yeah, it's hard to like be a player playing a character who's so like monotone and like
Yeah.
like emotionally unavailable because you want
Yeah.
to be, but you're like shit.
I was just like, oh yeah, he's healing me. He's giving me anger, and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was like, well, that's it.
Mm.
And then no one was there, so he's just like getting stabbed to death, and he's just like, yeah, I
I
deserve
know, and
this.
Alrin literally had to watch, like from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Just had to watch.
Well, I'm sure because Oi was like the spirit that he's dealing with is kind of like the one who's controlling like how much of his like backstory he gets to remember at a time.
Mhm.
So it's like we're gonna have to wait and see.
I gotta spend time with the new character.
Yeah.
You and I are the crazy ones, nameless.
Mhm.
Got voices in our head.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Oh, crazy.
Now to get a
I'll give
fourth
you
wall
crazy.
breaker. That'd be fun. I've tried to do it a few times, but it just never comes to a good time. Without losing immersion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And plus the last group I was with was just all, oh, let's go kill everything.
Oh, total murder
Like,
hobos.
yeah, like
Yeah.
let's not listen to the story and let's just go and
Let's murder
Yeah.
everybody.
well, yeah, we were like we were in Grim Hollow, which is like the present, future, and past
Mhm.
library in the Underdark, and we spent one night there because everybody wanted to leave instead of reading more on info of things or what's what. They just,
Mhm.
I'm bored. I want to go kill
Yeah.
some shit.
I want to see what happens when I hear people scream to death.
The problem
Yeah.
with that group is we only had 2 role players, and most of the other players were just heavy into combat. So it's like hard.
Yeah.
No, they're like
It's
dungeon
hard
crawlers.
to get that. It's hard to get the mish together. It really is because some people are drawn to this game for fighting, and some people are drawn to this game for roleplay. And then you have
Well-
the people who are drawn for both, but there's not very few. There's not very many of those people.
And also, they were so OP.
Well, yeah, they built their characters.
Oh, they're
min-maxing.
min-maxing?
Yeah, they min-maxed.
Yeah, like they were able to
Ah.
take down demon lords with one turn.
No, they didn't.
Eh.
Turn, they
Oh,
couldn't.
they could have, like, if they would have got crits and everything else like that.
If Dot stayed fight, he would have died. That's why they told him to run away.
When I pulled him away, yeah, I had to
Yeah,
pull
he
him
would
away.
have died. He's
wanted
like,
to
no, I
fight.
would have been fine. I'm like, I'm doing 85 per round. You're gonna die.
Yeah, I
And
was,
that's
dude,
not crits. Those are normal damages.
Yeah, let them fight themselves. I go and grab him with my barbarian.
Oh, he's just typical.
With
Well, he's in my
natural
Fridays game right now, so he's only playing one game right now, and his character's pretty busted in that one too. But that's how he plays. And I'm not against that. He does role play. He just doesn't roll. It's not his goal.
And then
I
the
think
the funnest part was when we were in like the astral world. I was trying to get out one of our important players to touch a skull because he was afraid of it, and I just kept on smashing his face into it, saying, "Hey, get going!
Yeah.
We need you!"
I think out of the group
Nice.
there, I think it was just Thornton and you and our Aussie player. The rest of them are really not really role players. I think the girl was trying to be a role player, but she was really cringy to role play with.
Well, she wanted to do stuff, but I'm like I can't put my family at risk. Like you put a huge beacon of daylight in the middle of a drow city.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you don't think people are gonna be on high
stupidity,
alert?
basically, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, you're at least not with them anymore. They're going into hell, a high level campaign.
Yeah.
So
Well, they'd be interesting, but
there's
I'm-
only
I'm
like
in the basement.
well, there's only 3 that stayed. It's the couple and
Yeah.
the Aussie, and then the rest were replaced.
Oh, Envy and
Whatever his name is.
yeah.
Well, they're together. They're gonna play together. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Aussie stayed, and then that's it. The rest of them were replaced. Dot left. What's his name? Thorin left. You left.
Yeah, I didn't want to wait another month. I was bored.
Well, yeah. I need to take a break. I have to take 5 weeks, man. I fucking
Yeah.
almost played 2 years in that campaign. I'm like, fuck no, man. And I'm jumping into another campaign that's gonna last like a year again, because now we're going into the first layer of hell all the way to the 9th level of hell and fighting.
All chains.
And we
Yeah.
missed so much content too because of it. Like
Oh.
with Never Like Grove and
Yeah,
stuff.
well,
like
you
that.
guys did go back, but you guys did it differently.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
just
that's
it's
just-
not like a big deal to me. Like, Out of the Abyss is a huge campaign. You could be there and you could be in that campaign for 2 years.
Oh, easily, yeah.
I just, for me, I was kind of glad the campaign was over because I was getting bored. I was just, you guys could tell, like, I wasn't really caring about the game anymore because, like, I was just getting tired of the shenanigans, I put a lot of work into areas and they just skipped it, so it's just like, okay, whatever.
Always a bummer.
Yeah.
We missed out on a lot of things because we didn't really talk.
That's why
to
Curse
the-
of Strahd's a great campaign because it's more roleplay related. And if you combat, look what happened. People die. You split the party. You get into this bad situation. But it's all good fun. That's the thing. It's like you're all enjoying yourself. You're not like hating the game. Like, oh, the DM's trying to kill us all.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, you are trying to kill us all because we had a
Not
lot
yet.
of deaths.
Like,
DM's trying to kill us all, guys.
I
Come
know
on.
the fairness
well,
Brad tries to
there will be
save
a
us more
point.
than
There will
anything.
be a point in the campaign when you are at the end of the campaign and you all die. The game's over.
Yeah.
Just
Listen,
like,
I'll
if
say it
my
for
character
Brad
stayed alive for like a
says.
5 seconds more,
Like if
What
you're,
happened to
if
him?
you're at the end, like at the crucial points of this campaign, and you all die, there's no story to go off by that.
That's the verge of it right now. Even like none of
No,
these
no,
other
right now I don't give a
characters
shit.
are in
It's
that.
fine.
Yeah, right now we could just come across like another Vistani camp and they'd be like, "Oh, here's your
Strahd.
fortune for how to defeat Strahd." Yeah.
He's the big bad guy. Grr,
We haven't
Remember,
We're
our
not
party
even-
Stuff
really
is up
hasn't
to
made
Vito
any
and he'll
major,
die.
major, like,
Yeah,
Like,
leaps or
we're only
bounds.
halfway through this campaign. We're not even close.
We have
God
no
damn.
reason to save Irina anymore because we don't know
You can't-
her.
Well,
Well,
Gino
she's kind of
does.
gone.
Yeah.
Gina's the only one who knows.
She
Gina
got
will
it.
surely,
there
surely
is a
save-
potential. I'll say that. I did give it to Kira. There is potential if you ever wanted to die and come back as an NPC, you can play obviously her brother and build him up as a character.
Ooh.
That'd be good. Then that way you don't really need to try to figure out your backstory for yourself.
Yeah, you can play Ismark.
Or my monkey.
Ah! Yeah,
Ismark, if you do plan to play Ismark, I'm going to give you a heavy amount of lore on him.
Nice. I know my next character then.
Well, Ismark's like a fighter, so that's how you
Yep.
play. So you have to play a kind of like a melee character.
That's easy enough to do. I've done
I think I'm
nothing.
gonna like the character I'm gonna play.
This
Alright.
character I'm only going ranged because cross or longbow's more than a dagger.
Anyways, let's
We're down
continue
low.
onwards. What do you guys wish to do in the town of Alaki?
I'm going to cook some breakfast, which is deer meat with some.
We're always been
Whatever.
cooking every campaign.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a ranger.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him
And,
cook.
yeah, so I'll make some deer meat with some veggies that I can find around the area, and put plates out for everybody. So that'd be that deer's gone.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't recall the last time I've had a meal cooked for me.
I can give mine to someone else.
Gina's gonna come down the stairs. His eyes are red, but he comes downstairs nonetheless. He kind of gives a nod to everyone. Good morning. He kind of sees the bones still on the table where you left them and grabs them. He doesn't look at the food. He just shakes his head and says, "No thanks." And goes back up the stairs with the bones. There we go. English.
Big bold letters come on the top right screen, right there.
English, do you
of
speak
your
it?
vision. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke right now.
Do you smell toast?
Just saying, Kiri will remember this to the guys who did not eat. But we'll go shopping.
And Gino's gonna inspect the bones while he has them. See why they were locked up.
I'm gonna go around the town looking for a store that sells a gilded acorn.
Yeah, they do have it, but the players haven't told you yet, or have they?
No.
No, it's only
Everything is
right.
expensive here.
Everything's marked up. Yeah.
It's marked 150%
Yep, that would
up.
be worth $200.
It's worth. They're not gonna sell it for that.
Just imagine
You're
you're
looking
in
at, like,
you're in
400
a
bucks.
high Manhattan. You know,
It's like
Or
literally,
Los Angeles.
a healing potion would be like what, 125?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's highway robbery, honestly.
All it has to be is just worth 200. So
Yeah, but they don't.
it could be like a $50 one worth 200, and
The
it'll still
problem is
work.
they're not gonna sell it like they. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. We always get ripped off here. They prey upon adventurers.
Yeah.
The only time we lucked out was when the one dude didn't realize the cloak was a cloak of protection. He sold it for like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And even then it was expensive for a cloak.
Yeah, but then again, like all of a sudden, I think he noticed last minute. He's like, hold on, let me see. And there was like, nope, you sold it already. Bye.
That price tag.
We're like, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
I'm tempted to try something else out here, but I don't know how much of a wreck that'll do.
Oh.
So if you want to buy a golden acorn, it's 800 gold here. It's not what you think it is. It's triple the price.
Jesus.
It's triple. No. It's
Oh,
not,
there
it's-
goes my spell list.
Yeah, it's not.
Um,
But Barovia is not able to obtain its own stuff. It gets it through export, and export usually is up the ass. Especially when you have devil fucking controlling the land.
Dictator.
Yeah, pretty
Live in
much. Yeah,
Strahd land.
it's fucking Cuba all over again.
So
Kim Jong
I'm gonna
Kim
go in
Jong
and
Strahd.
realize that everything was so expensive, and
Buy a
What the
quiver
heck?
of arrows. It's like
I'll walk
5 gold.
around. I'll walk around for about an hour and then I'll return. But before I go inside, I will do this. And I will disguise myself as one of the twins. And I'll go in and try to purchase.
It'll be it's 800 gold pieces. No marking for even the riches here. You know the drill.
If you don't give it to me for 200, I'll tell my mother.
I don't
And
give a
she
shit
will
about
have
your
something
mother.
to say.
I work for the burgomaster here. We have protection. And your mother can't do shit here.
We'll see about that. I'll
Be gone,
smash
you
a couple
devil
glasses,
worships.
and then I will walk away.
Disgusting. Trying to make me pay? How dare he think that? I'll have them know. I'm glad their house burned down.
And I'll leave. I'm gonna go around in the back alley, make sure nobody's watching, and then I'll change back.
Right.
Then go back and get ready to go.
Alright. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to make the campaign hard, but it is hard. It's very expensive. Like, you might find the acorn in the campaign. I'm usually nice about that. It's just...
I'm just gonna have. That's why I didn't really try to do much more than just smash a couple little things on the countertop and just leave. Trying to act all freaking high and mighty.
When I guess Kyrie gets back, Gina will make sure everyone's in attendance on the first floor, and he'll say, "We're leaving this place, and we won't be coming back." Yesterday, myself, Lauren, and the mill went to the Walker house. We found lots of things, different things. The rumor they are devil worshippers, and before we could investigate further, we were attacked, and we couldn't rescue Emil. He's dead now. And he kind of says under his breath, just like the others. And then he turns back towards the group, and he kind of shakes his head, trying to avoid tears again, kind of remembering what Alrin said about wasting tears and not walking back into that room. And he looks at the group and says, "On my way to this town, we encountered a Vistani camp. I don't know if Alrin already told you, but I was given a prophecy by a Vistani woman. She foretold ways to defeat Strahd, different ways. And the group I was a part of were going to do that. That's how I met you, Aura. We were investigating the lake, thinking that maybe that lake was part of the prophecy, but it wasn't. But then kind of smiles towards him. I'm glad we met. And either way, our first step is to get to a tower described by the Pastani woman. She spoke of a tower that was somehow belonged to a great old wizard. A friend of mine who's no longer here. Once thought that maybe the tower belonged to his old master. Who knows whether that its validity is true. But in either case, I want to visit there first. He kind of turns towards Embray. Wait, what? And Kyrie. And he tilts his head and folds his arms. Yesterday, when we split up, you guys followed the twins. What did you find?
We followed the twins and found a giant armored saber-toothed cat, so well, not exactly what we were expecting. We also met a man named, called himself Rictavio.
Yes, he mentioned he was a conveyor of animals, and he also mentioned something about a tower that it could be of great importance to us, and is very vague, but said we would know it when we found it. But that it should help in our final battles against the evil.
Is it the same tower that I speak of, or is it a different one? Did he tell you the location?
So vague that he wouldn't tell us even what it looked like.
Yeah, he just mentioned it pretty much in passing and left
He
before we could
said
get
we
in.
would know when the time is right. I believe is how I understood it.
Well, that's odd. Kyrie, did you go into town after we came back yesterday?
Yes. Gotta
You went
celebrate.
You went to the festival, I presume? Yes.
Yep. There was a crowd around that house too, the Wachters' house.
He kind of flinches a little bit, and he kind of tightens his grip around his shoulders, but he asks
Major
the question anyway.
investigation.
What did it look like? Were there guards? Was the madam and the master of the household there?
They were, weren't they? Red?
Sorry?
The master and the mistress was there.
Yeah, outside the house when you were
Yeah.
looking when they're drunk.
Everybody was kind of there, and they were drunk too.
And did you see? What did you see? He kind of trails off, but
You
did you see?
weren't allowed to get close enough to really see very much. High security. But
Well,
when
I
went
know,
to the
but did you
town
see
just
him?
now-
Did you see him? He kind of like yells out, "Did you see Emil?"
No. Nowhere to be found.
And bites his lip in frustration, and he kind of shakes his head and then looks back at the group.
But I think
Can't stay
something
here
else
for too long.
too. Because when I went to the store just now, they said that their house was burnt down. Or
Wow.
burning.
That's probably my fault.
I mean, oh, I won't say anything.
And turns towards Alren and then looks back at the group. Anyway, we can't stay here for too long. To be honest, I expect retaliation. I'm kind of surprised it didn't come in the middle of the night yesterday, but maybe they were just regrouping. And maybe they were too drunk to notice. Whatever. Either way, pack your bags. We leave soon. We can't stay here anymore. We're going to the tower.
Right?
Very well. Not that I have many bags to pack.
Same here. I didn't really get a opportunity to settle, but if you don't mind, I'll follow along for now. But I can't promise I'll always stay if things get too dangerous. And she kind of like looks at Gino specifically.
You know, realizing that after hearing Owa say he doesn't have bags, and Embrace say that she doesn't have bags as well, he kind of chuckles and realizes, and kind of says out loud, "Right, I guess I was the only one who was actually here long enough to have any importance here." And then he kind of looks at Embrace, and last time he gave a fake smile, but you could tell that he's like tired of trying to make uh, a fake face. He's just plainly looking at her. He doesn't have any indifference or any animosity, but he hears her words and just nods. And he goes upstairs to pack his things.
Kind of hearing you say that to yourself that you're the only one who's been here long enough to be of any importance. Or I would wait for you to like leave and turn up the stairs, and he would say, "Some of us have been here far longer than you have ever been, and we will continue to be here long after you will ever be."
Embry writes that down. She's like, this is a good line.
I suppose such is the lifespan of humans, though, right?
That's all we need. Immortality is overrated.
Anyways, I guess, yeah. I'm gonna go. Actually, that's a lie. I don't have things together. But I'm gonna go nonetheless and just sit. And Alrin's gonna sort of pace out a little bit.
Yeah, Embry will wait outside, just kind of tuning the loot.
I go outside and I just kind of keep an eye on the surroundings. Because I've already got all my stuff packed and everybody wants to go anyways, so. Go and scope out a safe path to leave and.
You know, we'll come back down the stairs, realizing everybody's ready to go. And he'll walk outside. He still has the bones in his backpack that he's been looking over. He's been trying to decipher who the bones could belong to, why they were there in the chest, all that stuff. But without much information to gather on, he's just looking at bones. But he's ready to go.
The what?
Goodbye,
Yes.
Velocity.
Alright.
Let's burn it down before we leave.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Well, you did make a big blow to the Wachters' house for sure. Whatever they were doing downstairs has stopped.
Hey, well, at least we did something.
Well, they're under heavy scrutiny too. You guys practically called the guards on them, so they're going to be investigating everything in that house.
Why is there a ritual circle?
Yeah.
Would you like to go?
Didn't she mention it was the Svalovich Woods?
Woods.
Oh, you
Like a
want to go
tower.
to the Wizard Tower, or are you going by Ructavio's tower?
We're at, well...
There's two different towers.
We don't know which one's which, though, do we?
Yeah, I don't know which one's which. I do know the location of the Wizard's
Well,
Tower.
you've been to
because
one
I was
tower,
there.
but the other tower is in the woods somewhere. Unknown.
Well,
Yeah,
that
we
tower
were
we
at
know
this
nothing
tower.
of, so...
Right. The prophetic tower.
We could go to the one... which one's closer, Red Dean? Did we know
This
which
one's
one's closer?
Yeah, this one is pretty far away.
But when we
Okay,
were
so
over
this one is
here,
the
we
Wizard's Tower, isn't it?
Correct.
We could
this is
do
the Wizard's Tower.
nothing
You have
here.
no idea what the fuck's what's over there. All you know is there's lots of werewolves in that area, in those woods.
At this one here, we went there and there was nothing we can do about it, so there's no point.
Heel on the door.
Well, we
Wait
did
a
knock on it.
second.
Well, they didn't
That
have
one's
Gino,
called-
that's why.
That one's called Lake Baratok. In the prophecy, one of them mentions a lake. Ooh. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Yeah, we were there, but you weren't there like, when we needed you.
Oh, I
They're
was
just like they kind of like fucked off. They're like, yeah, fuck this place.
Yeah, we just kind of crawled on. I tried to climb the scaffolding and it just rotted away. And there was a wagon
not
there that had a "Do Not Touch" sign on it.
Yeah, and then a magical glyph on the front door that none of us knew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like right up Gino's alley.
Alright, as you guys believe in the morning. Alright, 1 mile out. Alright.
And Red was pretty ominous when describing the carts.
Oh
You're
yeah. You guys
you want to go
open
under it? No, we don't want to go under the cart.
Maybe somebody else will do it. Alright, 1 mile. Emil, roll me a d20.
Dead man still alive.
Yeah, sorry.
He's
changed your name.
still.
And we do not get slowed down either because while we're enforced with.
You're not in forest, you're in the trails.
On the path.
Oh, okay.
We're on the path.
Be in the path. We're just doing
We're
some
on
random
the
encounters every mile.
Every mile. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
every mile.
Every
It's
mile.
just- It's not a big map. It's not like it doesn't take you days
Oh,
to get
okay.
to areas.
I thought it was like 30 miles to get there. I'm like,
No,
holy
it's
cow, this is a
very
lot of
short.
big
No. But it's like basically a few hours. But yeah. Alright, sorry, 15. That's sadly not an encounter during the day, so you're fine.
Yep.
This way, I'm guessing.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Iowa, roll me a d20.
Anything under a D10, please.
Yeah, you're fine. And every time you obviously succeed, it gets harder and harder. Eventually, an encounter does happen. As I'd like you guys to roll me, if you like, you can roll me a D100 or a survival check for either a magical item or some herbies.
Let's go, Arby's.
Hell yeah.
Arby's.
Arby's?
16.
We have the beats.
Yeah.
Although
Ooh,
one
I
time
got a little
survival
16.
on a
Damn
ship.
it.
16 is actually going to get you a common herb.
Let's go.
Soapgrass.
Jealous much?
Maybe.
Bro, Bro,
Yeah.
I went with the +6 and did not. Oh, that is a
Yeah, no,
rough
it's like
beat.
the one time I choose to roll for herbs and I get a shit roll.
Alright, roll me a d6. What a d6.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's sucksa.
Alright, give me now a nature check.
A nature check. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm naturing. I'm naturing.
Oh.
I got a natural 20. I
You
know
know,
exactly what
It is called leftwood. As it doesn't require preparation, as I will give you rather. There we go. It's in the Discord.
Thank you. Thank you. It's your starting gold? Oh, that is rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You talking about?
It's,
Dude, you're getting the fucking
That's
handout thing.
500.
What are you talking about, bro?
Shush.
Character creation.
No, that's what the equipment tells me.
Oh, you went with that? Ew. That's terrible.
Yeah, why didn't you start with starting equipment? You'd have gotten more.
Fred, Jesus
He's a hobo. He's a hobo.
This will be pretty handy.
And it says you don't start with equipment. Instead, you get a starting wealth.
Ah. You're a poor ass bitch.
So 500. So you got
At
500.
least you can. Well, with my rolls, it gets doubled, so it's not like a big deal.
Yeah.
Actually, no, tripled. My apologies. So it's like 30 gold right there. All right, as we continue onwards,
Did Gino just get a broom?
Basically, I literally am I'm basically a warlock right now.
You're Harry.
Fucking Harry Potter now.
I'm an actual little
All right, or
You got them good as
Elrin,
2000.
give me that sweet D20. Druid boy.
Okie dokie. 20.
Oh,
That's encounter. That's guaranteed.
Oh, fuck. No. Could it be a magical item instead?
Classic. Classic.
Roll me a
Nice.
D20
Excalibur.
now for encounter. Maybe it's the revenant comes back for you.
I win these 7.
7.
we come across 7 revenants.
We come across
It's
7
like 7
cute little
ancient
bunnies.
red dragons.
The cute bunnies give a little wave as they walk across the trail and
Yeah.
say bye. That's what those bunnies are. Come on, obviously.
Each carrying
they're-
100 gold.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they just magically say, and they say out loud, "Here you go for your travels."
One of them has a wand of the war mage plus 10.
Let's go.
Plus 15, actually.
Plus
One
10.
also happens
I'll
to be a
just quit the
therapist
game
for
then at that
Gino.
point. DM quits.
Could you? That would be so broken. A
DM
plus
quits
10.
and the players take over. Yeah, we kill Strahd.
Oh my god.
Not even he actually
Without
gave up.
any trouble, any conflict.
Yeah.
In
He just-
fact, Strahd just says, "You're right. I'm sorry."
Yeah, we just walked up to the castle and said, "Hey, we want dinner," and then he just keeled over dead for some reason. Maybe the magic just stopped.
I don't know. Some people want to lay with him. I heard.
Oh.
I heard your chats.
You know what? You shut your mouth.
Faded into dirt, and then left.
All right, give me a perception check, everybody.
Perception. Ugh. Wow,
Oh,
5 is
Gino.
a fucking lucky number. Today.
Gino is on his broom and he's loving it.
You already using it?
No, but I figure if I have someone make who has like carpentry tools, I can ask him to like make it into a broom, and then he'll fly on it. That'd be sick.
For 5 feet, and then
Yeah.
Just a quick little zip.
Yep. A little zippy zip.
Zippy zip zap. Zippy zap.
a dash I can get 10 feet.
All right, you do notice there around you, you are kind of surrounded. Some of you see with an 18 perception, you do see some Bastani bandits as they kind of pop out of the bushes surrounding you.
Oh, so they did see us?
Yeah, man. They've hunted this
Yeah.
ground for a while. As they
What's
look
wrong?
at you, as they look at you, they're like, "Give us your money, and we'll let you leave. If you do not, we shall take it by force. What say you?"
I don't have any money on me.
I also do not
Same.
have
Quite
money.
poor.
Then drop your equipment.
If
Could I
it
play you a
can be
beautiful
any
song
consolation, he pulls out the wine. How much? Oh, I only have one left. Fuck it, I'll just offer this. We have wine from a great winery near Valaki. If you would have this,
How many are you giving?
would you mind letting us go? It's literally just that big wine that we got from the winery. Because I took 3 of those and I gave one.
I believe
I gave one to the Burgomaster and I gave one to the Madam, and I'm giving one to them now.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Not advantage, just persuasion.
I'm also gonna guidance him as he's
Slap his
persuading.
face.
I'm like,
Jesus.
you've got this.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Kill him!
Damn it!
It's
Aw.
obviously poisoned. You're poisoned.
They'll take it from them after the dead cold bodies.
Classic roll 20.
Roll 20 moment.
You guys are gonna
Yeah,
fuck these
yeah,
guys
yeah.
up anyways.
We're strong.
I know, but we don't want to do that.
They're just bums. It's fine.
They're just
Speak for yourself.
they're just people trying to live, you know.
They're gypsies, man. What I'm going to do? So they're actually going to attack.
Yeah, they want money and they want
Yeah.
they're desperate.
Nice. Sounds good.
It's
Let's
like
see
the
here.
funniest thing I've ever heard. They're actually gonna attack. Yeah, welcome to Curse
Mm.
Strahd. They don't know how strong you are. You look like fucking peasants to them.
They're actually part cannibal. They're hungry.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
The werewolves are like, "Oh god, run!"
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna go there. And any one of them in particular look like the leader, or anyone acting like the leader?
This guy.
I am going to shoot him.
I'm going to shoot him.
That's fucked up, man.
In the face.
Ow. Yeah, he dies.
And
Oh, that is
then I'm
rough.
going to shoot this guy.
Yep. No sneak. It's not dark time, by the way. It's dim light.
No, they could see me, but I get the Zephyr
I know.
strike. That sneak is part of the Zephyr strike too, or my dreaded ambusher.
Your dread ambush
So I've got-
and your Zephyr.
No,
Yeah.
not Zephyr. So it's a plus.
Yeah, I already did it. I just got rid of the sneak. As you see, you just see him just fucking headshot one guy. I like this guy.
Yep. Yeah, you see the Oil's mask kind of like flares and the eyes kind of turn red for a moment, and he unsheaths his sword and he just looks at these two and he says, "I believe you don't know the mistake you're making," and he just charges. And I will get a long sword.
Yep. As you just watch his body collapse.
Yeah, just got that guy and then dart over to this guy. Hello. Oh, I almost got in that door.
Ooh.
Then bonus action unarmed strike.
Did you watch Flying Kick as you hear his next snap is just drops dead.
Yeah. Yep. Kick him right in the neck.
So swamp. I'm gonna pick carpets here. Going for Gino. Light crossbow shot. 16 to hit. 2 damage. You there, Gino? Muted.
Yeah. I was just trying to see how I should act to respond. He's
Aiming
gonna take the shot,
for your butt cheeks.
and then he's going to look at the one that hit him, and he's going to put away his wand, and he's going to shake his head no. And he's going to look at the one that shot him and said, "Run. They're going to kill you."
Hmm?
Alright, this guy's dead. Blech. Blech. Alright.
Alright. Aaron is gonna kind of go, well, this is a shame, truly. And he will sort of shout out as well. He'll go, you really should just get out of here. It's not worth anything. But he will hold an action to Thorn Whip either of these two if they make an attack.
Okay.
Embray proceeds to play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, and then she's gonna aim at this one and pew pew.
Which one?
This boyo.
Alright. Those will hit. 1
Ah.
damage. 6 damage.
And I'll use repelling with it to push him back. How dare you try to rob a lady?
This guy's like fucked up. He looks at Kyrie and he'll attack. Misses with a 5 as he starts booking it. This guy will shoot as well. 22 to hit for Kyrie for 2 damage as he books it as well. Guy will book it as well as he will help and fire at Embray. Pew! 16.
It's
You had your held actions. You want to attack them, Lauren?
Yeah, I will.
Before he runs away? Okay. That's a hit.
22 for
So
6.
you wanna pull
And
him
I
in?
will pull him in, yeah.
Okay, let me
I'll
roll.
kind of, as he shoots, I'll go, oh no, you shot first. You're not going anywhere.
I'll use my reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
As his body is set on fire. He's
Oh my god.
How much did he hit me for? Sorry.
6. Oh, no, so 5. 5.
5. Okay, thank you.
Gonna shoot this fella, right?
Just emulated a guy into fucking fire.
What's this?
That's what he gets.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
And then I'm going to chase him down. You're not going anywhere.
I'm just say, oh no, what a bloodbath. I'm gonna take out my long bow. I'll fire a shot at this guy.
He's like running, he's like not even looking. And the arrow flies and it goes in the back of his head, killing him likely. Let's see the damage.
He does just a one end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just shoot him
Nice.
through the back of the neck. And then I will fire at this guy. This is the farthest.
That's a hit.
So I'll just. All's going well over here.
Oh,
He
yeah.
kind of looks at the bodies that, and he, especially at the one that he was trying to haggle with before he got shot in the arrow in the neck. He kind of looks over at Oiwa. It's going.
Is that last one trying to run, or is he actively?
He's running,
also
but he's
attacking?
firing as he does it.
I don't know if I'll have enough range. 50. I do not.
You
I
can
will.
always go closer.
No, that's okay.
The druid, he's got produce flame
the
and
range bonus.
certain range
Ember.
abilities.
Yeah.
Ember seeing that one run off is like, nope. Pew pew.
12 is a hit. Natural 1 is a fail from a fumble table.
The first
As you
one.
blast his head off. That's 8. You can't take reactions, but it doesn't really matter.
They did. Well, that was invigorating.
Gina kind of looks at the bodies a little bit disgusted, but he just stands and waits for everyone to gather themselves. Do they want to collect loot or anything? He doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna start collecting loot. From the kills that I did.
Yeah, I guess I'll just gather the arrows that I fired.
Sure. Give me an investigation for the arrows.
I'm gonna use a quick healing word on myself.
4.
4. You find nothing intact. They're all destroyed.
That's fine. I still got quite a few.
As you begin to look through the belongings, you do find some monies. I do have some coins. Let's see. You do find on their bodies, they all have, each of them have 13 copper pieces to their name.
Yeah, that's rough.
Big money. We're rich now.
Hell yeah. We got money.
I took copper pieces from the guys.
As
that
they
I killed.
have 2 bolts each if you need bolts for your crossbow.
Nice. And I'm gonna retrieve my arrows in their heads as well.
Alright, give me an investigation to see if they are still intact. Or perception. It doesn't matter. Alright, they're all intact. You rip them out.
Well, if I could have used perception.
Yeah, you can use perception or investigation. My apologies.
Yeah.
I changed that like
Works
last
either way.
year, but I keep forgetting.
I'm proficient in both of them.
Is everyone ready to go?
I'm gonna take their clothes too.
Jeez Louise, okay.
Jeez.
Just no. I mean on the one that looks like it fits me.
I'm just here, Ember.
They're
Oh,
really
that's a take.
baggy clothes.
That's
But
fine.
yeah, you can take
It's
them. They're
disguise
calmer
nonetheless.
clothes.
I fucking love it.
Oh god. ML.
Hey, it's good disguise.
It's just fucking Skyrim their ass.
Oh, yeah.
What can I
that-
say? I
that's
came
naked,
out
man.
of the abyss to curse a Strahd.
Entity B.
Yes, I'm all set, Gino.
Gina will kind of look over at Embray and look over and make sure she isn't too hurt. And then he'll look at the rest of the party. Good. We should get going. We're burning daylight.
Yeah, Oil's just gonna kind of look down at the body of one of the Vistani, and his head will kind of just tilt slightly, and he's gonna just look down at the dead body and passively say, "Was it really worth it?"
Oh, he'll put his wine away that he had. He'll put his wine back in his bag.
Maybe the next group of Astani will want it.
We're gonna pile them all. I'm gonna start piling here too.
You're weird piling. You did in another game. I'm gonna pile them up. And then just make a Tetris. You remind me of fucking, what's his name? Fucking Kira's character. And then
I don't know what you're talking about.
fucking.
Why are you piling them?
So
Yeah, like literally the old Saturdays game. Like every time we'd like do a fucking genocide wipe, I'd just start stacking the bodies like a pyramid.
Well, you're supposed to, so you can burn them.
Yo,
Yeah.
y'all are
Vector.
Yeah,
crazy.
but like literally, it was just to experiment on the bodies. Like, oh yeah, here's a stack of like what I'm gonna do to these, and then here's a stack of what I'm gonna do to these.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nah, we're not doing that shit.
I was a life cleric.
Yeah.
Serial killer.
I had to make sure they either live or they die.
He was a turtle too in that campaign.
Who?
It was a old one, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We never finished.
Oh, two turtle? Like I was a forge cleric turtle.
Becomes a life domain.
Yeah, he
Honestly,
Press on.
All right, so do we have one more encounter, or was that it?
I hope not.
So it takes you about 2 hours to get to this place, but you eventually make it. You make it.
Let's go.
Let's see if we can get the map for this fucking place again. I don't remember what map I used. I don't remember. I don't remember. Do we have a map for this place? I don't remember. Did we do one?
Not exactly. I don't. We just had the picture, and we were just kind of going off that.
Oh yes, here it is. He has it here. It's an old, I'm using the older map. I'm not using the one that I was gonna make my own map for this place, but I just don't have the time. It really doesn't matter. It's the same shit anyways. Alright, yeah, it's not dead. You're here. Just gonna delete your character, Emil. Goodbye.
No.
No one's gonna find your body anyways.
Gino feels in the spectral world a piece of him left.
You did not.
Something like that. Something like that, yeah.
I'll miss that brat.
This is the place.
Our emo child. Gino, I think you might know what's on that door. This is where we had gotten stuck last time.
This place kind of looks it over. It doesn't look like the wizard's tower that was prophesized, but it does look important. Kind of walks up to the hieroglyphic door.
I am gonna throw Gino a bardic inspiration.
Ooh, smart move.
Let go, let go.
And I'm gonna give him guidance.
Ooh, I'm feeling
Dash.
guided and inspired.
Very inspired.
What's the check, Red? What's the check?
And guy inspired.
Do good.
Arcana.
I'm about to arcana the fuck out of this right now.
You find everything about the door.
I'm gonna
It's a
roll
D6
my
for
D6. D6. 17 plus 4 is 21. Plus guidance is, I don't know. D4.
You can see
Here
this
we
is an
go.
ancient kind of ruined door, as it looks like it was sealed by an ancient wizard itself. It looks like the spell that's inscribed into it is anti-magic field.
Ooh, okay. Do I have these spell? No, I do not. I have counter spell, but I don't think that works here. Um, hmm. I detect magic, but that doesn't work. I mean, obviously it's magical, but okay.
It looks like there's a word on it in a sense. So it's worded around this place. It's locked normally though.
How would I,
A
if
knock
I
spell.
can, be a little bit? Oh, okay, a knock spell. That's how I would open. Well, I don't have that, boys.
Safe.
I just know what is.
Is
He
there a
kind of
pattern
turns
on the door?
around. Huh?
Isn't there like a pattern on the door?
Yeah, there's a pattern. That's the symbol. The
That
symbol wheel.
With if I may get a little bit of OC, would I be able to decipher or be able to undo the spell if I knew the maker?
Oh, this is advanced pretty with you.
Oh, okay. Well,
The maker of it is a wizard
you know,
that you've never heard before, but I will give you the name.
okay. Cause I'm a researcher or whatever. I'd be a student or whatever. So I figured
Give
maybe
me a
I could
history
do
check
something.
then. Give me advantage.
Let's go. I've argued Red down to a history check with advantage. Watch me fail it now. Okay, 22, never mind.
Yeah, you do know of this wizard. He died long ago. This is pretty powerful door if it was on Kazan's awarded. Predates 300 years ago. It's still active.
Kind of turns around to the group. Well, I know who's it by. I know it's warded.
As you can tell,
But
the door is warded itself. It does have a glyph on it itself. You can see it has kind of a glyph warding of basically anybody who attempts to enter it, it would trigger. So it's a glyph of warding trap on it.
Oh, okay.
Can you dispel it?
No. And it's triggered to go off if someone attempts to open it.
Well, at least we got a little more information than last time.
He kind of mutters under his breath. I really should have learned the law more, but I don't have any ideas on how to open it. I could.
Alright, so
try
you can
to-
see on the door itself, there are each stick figure embossed on the door in different positions of the arm. They're bent in either down and elbows or sticking up straight on other sides. As you yourself, within 5 feet of the door, can use an action to imitate the arm positions of all 8 stick figures in proper sequence, as it would disable the trap.
Mm.
What kind of check is
As
it?
so he'll have to do a performance check.
I have a +1.
You
You can give it to
Um,
somebody else who wants to do it. You can tell them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I can always try if you'd like. I'm quite good at
Oh.
performing.
Oh yeah. So what you do is, and he kind of like goes over the brief explanation, but he's like stumbling a little bit over his words. Basically, it's well, he's like using big words that's not really relevant to like a normal person speaking. He's like, so actually, it's actually pretty intricate.
You just see Embre's eyes glaze over.
Well, I mean, sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself. So you just actually just imitate the arm movement in front of the door, and that normally does the trick. I'm not that good at these things, so anyone want to give it a try?
I'm gonna put my
Alright,
hand
well.
on Ombre. Say, "You've got this." Giving her guidance.
I am also gonna inspire myself.
I don't know if you can inspire yourself as a bard. Can you?
You can't. I think
Oh.
actually I think I don't know, inspiration, does it say?
I think
Thank
that's
you,
just
Ken.
for others.
I don't. You can. I've always inspired myself during the games when I was
I'm gonna
in my
pump
mode.
myself up.
It doesn't say anything against me not.
Yep, that's
It
exactly
says
how I
a
took
bard
it.
cannot inspire themselves. That's what it says. Online.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
There you go.
deadly if a bard can inspire themselves.
I am not a very charismatic person. Mm.
I'm gonna back up as well, just in case it blows up.
And I'm gonna
And,
get out of
and
the
the
line.
worst thing about this, you have to do it 8 times for each
Oh.
pose.
That's nothing.
What is 8 performance checks?
Yeah. Gotta
And
pose
you
it.
guided me, right, Kiri?
That's crazy.
Yep, I guided you.
Okay.
It's a pretty low DC, but again, depends.
Well, how much is there? Oh,
One
they're
success.
+7. Oh yeah, you
One
got this. Come on.
success.
She's a bard,
So you pose
so I hope she could have
Up
a good.
with your hands, like you don't care. All right, pose again. Success. You pose down like you don't care. Shake your ass.
Oh.
Pose again. Left. Turn your neck. Again, posed left and right.
Halfway. 5.
Pose again.
Come on, 3 more.
Your hands turning it like a sun.
You're so close.
Pose again.
6.
Yeah, I have a feeling
7.
7. Just wait for that.
8.
That plus the D4.
Door opens.
Okay.
Oh,
If you did fail, a blue dragon would appear and shoot lightning at you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Classic.
Let's go.
Until and
Oh.
you could do it until you succeed or die trying.
Thank God for performance.
Well
Thank you,
done.
Bard.
That was quite the dance.
That was
Ember.
hardcore.
Thank you.
I
I think
clap.
I'm gonna catch my breath while I let someone else go in first.
Yeah. Yeah, just
All right, Iowa, you go inside.
Just go inside without looking.
As you notice inside the room here, you kind of see the tower, the first floor of a flagstone of strewn debris and a few old crates standing near the east wall, torn curtains to the south, partially obscure the tower. As you see a 5-foot square of indentations of a center of the floor that contains 4 pulleys attached to an iron chain that's stretched up through a similar size hole that's rotten through as the wooden ceiling. As standing next towards the chain are 4 clay statues.
Um,
I'm going to show you them, but they're not activated right now.
great. There's 4 clay golems. Alright. Well, where would be?
Gino shuts the door.
This door is
Like-
doored right now. This door is doored. I'm trying my best. Go on, give me a second.
These
There it is.
statues look suspicious at best.
Wow.
I'd be careful to make sure we don't disturb them.
Yes. I fear that he wanted to keep this place protected.
Can I look at what's in these
This
crates?
is amazing.
As you notice, all the crates are empty. It looks like a pulley system, like they're used to do it for the pulley. For the elevator. The elevator looks in bad condition.
Embray will just call in.
Is it safe?
That's to be determined, to be honest.
Okay, I'll wait right here.
Gino kind of gets lost in the model and work of the clay golems. This must have took at least an age to perfect. These look amazing.
Yes, and it will take them less than 10 seconds to destroy you, so I wouldn't get too caught up on them.
As you step on the pulley accidentally, Gino, I saw that.
Yeah,
You're
well,
over
I was
now.
just,
As the
I was
golems
just
begin to look at you as their eyes glow.
Oh, and he kind of like steps off immediately, and he's like, "Yeah, let's not."
Their eyes turned off.
Yeah, let's not step on that.
I wonder perhaps if we were to blindfold them.
Huh? And he kind of turns toward the whole. What'd you say?
I don't know. Perhaps if we were to cover the eyes, we could step on the stool.
He kind of chuckles to himself, and he says, "Well, this is. I don't think it will work, but that's quite a very creative."
It's no harm in attempting it, is there?
It's probably pressure sensing, so blinding them or not, don't mean anything.
Their hands
Why are you guys outside, by the way?
I will say that their hands are on chains, all four of them.
Oh, chains are probably connected to the elevator.
If we were to break the chains, would that break the elevator, or would that perhaps
Most
stop
likely.
the trap portion?
To be fair, I think this elevator is already in bad condition. I don't think we'll be able to use it unless we. Well, we might be able to, but who's to say we can get back up?
Did they look hostile when, or did
No,
they just?
they look like they activated.
Okay.
Oh.
Does everybody want to clear the room?
Preferably
Try
no,
something.
but
You can stay outside. I'm Embray.
appreciate it.
You can roll a insight check.
Okay. I'm inciting. I'm super inciting.
10.
I super incited.
It's a normal 10. You can tell their purpose is to use the elevator for you, but of course the elevator's so damaged that anything can happen. You could probably tell that a certain amount of weight can only be on this elevator now due to the damaged condition of it. Because it looks like it goes many floors up.
Who's the lightest?
Probably
Right now,
between
stuff
Alren and Embray.
Depending if you have other means of climbing, like a climbing speed or a flight speed or something to climb up there. You can do the scaffoldings outside, but they're very dangerous. You could fall and break.
They're broken already, so.
Oh yeah, you destroyed them.
Oh my god.
He just
Oh my god, Red.
I tried climbing them last time.
Your broom.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh my god, Red.
Yeah, but
is there like a way?
Hover? That's all you hover, right?
No,
oh, is it? I thought it was like I can move as long as it's like 5 feet until the end of the round.
Yeah, until the end of the round. So
and
you
round, it's only for 6 seconds.
Alright, you guys, I'm going to try something. And when they light up, I'm going to say ascend.
Alright, they start trying to pull you up. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 130 pounds.
All right.
Oh, okay, you're right.
They're lifting you up as the chains begin to. You hear the wood kind of creaking and breaking as you get to the second floor.
When I get to the second floor, I'll get off. And then see whether or not it descends.
It stays there until you say it.
Descend.
All right, it leaves you behind.
Oh no.
How high was it?
You are up 40 feet now.
Okay.
So
Harry, do you have a rope or anything?
So you see here is dust cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room. The wooden floor is badly rotten and partially collapsed. Certain points of this floor could break and make you fall.
Okay. I'm gonna start. Is there any anchorage points on here?
Just chains that lead up to the elevator as it goes up another 2 more floors.
I do have a rope, but the problem is nothing to hook onto here.
Well, you could break the window and then go on the ledge and then go on to one of the gargoyles that are outside. But
to be honest,
that's a risk.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to. I'm just gonna spend a spell slot and do a Wingardium Leviosa on myself and Oiwa.
All right,
and
well,
lift us up
here. We'll continue on next week.
Okay.
Shenanigans where we'll pass 3 o'clock right now, but yeah. I know you guys want to explore. It's a cool tower, but we gotta end it for now.